What's up guys, it's CJ from smartkeitai.com, and today we're unboxing the HTC Evo 3D from Sprint. This is a successor to the very popular Evo 4G, and it's packing some impressive new features like a 4.3-inch Super LCD glasses-free 3D display with QHD resolution, a 1.2 GHz dual-core Snapdragon processor, 1 GB of RAM, 4 GB of internal memory, two 5-megapixel cameras on the back for 2D and 3D image and video capture, a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera, and of course it runs Android 2.3 Gingerbread with Sense 3.0 on top. So whether you think 3D is a gimmick or not, it still packs a mean punch with those high-end specs. Obviously, we're also interested in checking out the 3D capabilities of the handset. I'll be covering the device in depth in the coming days, including a comparison with the original Evo 4G, and of course we'll do some benchmarks, check out its gaming performance, and take a deeper look at the hardware and software. If there's anything else you'd like to see, hit me up in the comments and I'll try to cover it. Okay, so without further delay, let's go ahead and get started by unboxing the Evo 3D. So you can see a very simplistic design for the box, basically all in white on the side. It says Sprint Experience 4G HTC Evo 3D. I forgot to mention that this is 4G capable, just like the original Evo 4G. It runs on Sprint's WiMAX network. Nothing on that side either, just some information on the back. Now if you look closely, let that camera zoom in and focus, all the lettering is white, so very nice touch to the box. It's like an elegant look to it. It says Evo 3D, and I'm not sure if this shows up over on the side, but if you look closely, it has the outlines of the familiar Android buttons. So we have Home, Menu, Back, and Search. Nice little touch. So we'll go ahead and open it up from this side, and there it goes, the Evo 3D. So let's pull it out. Sort of looks the same from the front, but then you turn the device to the side, turn it around, and you start seeing some differences, obviously. And then we have the internals that are much more powerful. But we'll go ahead and place this off to the side for now and take a look at what's in the box. Now, if you're a Sprint Premier customer, you can actually get the Evo 3D now for $200 on contract or $549.99 outright. For everyone else, you have to wait until June 24th to purchase the device. So it looks like we have some manuals here. Let's take a quick look. Recycle bag, getting started guide, nice colored booklets in Spanish, and some other information. And of course the usual USB to micro USB cable. We won't look into that. And HTC's charging brick to connect to that cable. So just the bare essentials in the box. Nice little design on the back, but we'll put that away. So to the main event, the Evo 3D. Let's see if we can take this plastic off. There we go. Alright, so first impressions, it feels great in hand. It actually feels like it's built more solidly than the original Evo. That may be because the back battery cover actually extends all the way down instead of just covering up the back face. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look around the device. We'll start with the top here. Up at the top, we have our earpiece speaker grill and usual sensors, and then to the right of that, you have a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera. Get a closer look at that. Moving down, we have a 4.3-inch QHD Super LCD display. Of course, this is obviously 3D capable. You won't need glasses to view the 3D content either. It's glasses-free technology, which is really cool if you think about it, but some people are calling it a gimmick. Others people are excited about it for entertainment purposes, like gaming and checking out some pictures and stuff like that. Also, it should be great for movies. Actually, I believe this device comes preloaded with the Green Hornet 3D movie on board. I think it's included in the 8 GB micro SD card that comes already installed on the device. So that'll be cool to check out. I'll be sure to report back and let you guys know how the 3D experience, or the glasses-free 3D experience, is using this large display. So moving on, let's go ahead and look at the bottom. We have our usual Android buttons These are touch space capacitive buttons, so no pressure involved when pressing them. Of course, that also means that you might accidentally activate them by brushing up against them when you're gaming or watching movies, things like that. You guys with the Evo 4G know what I'm talking about, but it's not too bad. It actually becomes a convenient use of the buttons when you don't have to press them down all the time. So here we have home, menu, back, and search. Now let's go ahead and look at the top of the device. Here we have our power button, and to the right of that, 3.5mm headphone jack. Try to get in close on that as well. Let's move over to the left side of the device. Here we just have our micro USB port, which also acts as an HDMI out port. So unlike the Evo 4G where you had dedicated ports for the USB and HDMI out, this just has a single shared port. Most likely you'll have to buy an extra accessory cord in order to access the HDMI out though. On the bottom, nothing here except for the microphone and battery cover latch. As I mentioned before, it goes down further towards the front of the device, unlike the original Evo where it sort of just started at the very edge over here. And on the right side, something very interesting here. We have a dedicated camera key, and not only that, but it's actually a full-sized camera shutter button that you would see on regular point-and-shoot cameras. So very cool to see that, and I'm happy to report that when you press in, you can press halfway down to focus, and then press it all the way down to take the shot, just like with a real camera. Let's get a closer look at that. And to the right of that, you can see there's a switch. This is the switch between 2D and 3D modes of the cameras here. So I'm very excited to test out the camera feature. Hopefully they did improve the camera sensors on this device. So moving on, we have our volume up and down rocker. Nice large keys. And we'll go ahead and check out the back now. So here we have a very funky looking back design. And no, it's not a cassette tape or a robot staring at you. This is actually dual 5-megapixel cameras for taking 3D videos and images. So very, very neat concept. We'll have to put that into practice and see how well that works out. Of course, we have our dual LED flash as well right in the middle. And I was told by an HTC rep that the camera sensors are improved over the original Evo 4G. Of course, the Evo 4G had a higher megapixel count at 8 megapixels, but of course we know that doesn't really matter. This is just 5 megapixels, but as long as the quality is improved, we're not going to care too much about that. The back has this nice little texture to it, and it's a soft touch battery cover. It actually feels very good in hand, and we have our HTC logo. Let's take a close look at the cameras. I believe someone noted on my CTIA 2011 Evo 3D hands-on video, they were wondering where the speakers were for this device. You can actually see it right here. I believe that's where the exterior speaker is. Get a closer look at that treading there. Alright, before we wrap up, let's go ahead and put the two devices side by side. We have the Evo 3D on the left and the original Evo 4G on the right. It looks like the Evo 3D is a little bit taller and more narrow than the Evo 4G, but nothing too dramatic there. And then we'll stack them on top of each other. You get another look at the height difference and also the width. I wish they would have made the profile a little bit thinner because it looks like a similar thickness to the Evo 4G. But obviously they did pack more features, more power, and things of that nature, so maybe they couldn't slim it down too much. So again, this was the unboxing video for the Sprint HTC Evo 3D. Look for more video coverage from us on this hot new device in the near future. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't yet. As always, thanks for watching.